language and polyggraphic images, you're stuck with me, Lacy Rain, for Slag Race UK, a show powered by more imposter syndrome than Ryan Reynolds staring at a Spider-Man poster. As the competition gets tighter than Cherie Blair's lips, viewers tuned in to be wowed by the remaining 5 queens and to see Cheryl Fernando Versace prep her best fake smile yet. After surviving the lip sync, the Vivian survivor's guilt was as fleeting as Nikki Blonsky's career. She's the girl out of Hairspray. Her attention was turned back to winning challenges, including one she didn't actually win, making this her second impersonation of Trump this season. After stating that she would not have chose Davina for her team last week, a fight broke out so pointless, viewers would be forgiven into thinking they were watching Johnny Depp's home movies. Rupaul catered to British prudishness by creating a mini challenge with more bulges than a psoriasis speed dating event. The Brit crew slid their shorts over their underwear with more manufactured friction than a reality series starring drag queens 6 episodes in fighting over nothing. Davina guessed the most underwear correctly and won herself a meet and greet with Katya, who might as well have been wearing trumpets instead of heels, with how much of a shoehorn it was. Rupaul might as well have invited all his single friends to the one location, with how much of a mixer he was throwing. He prodded Davina for information on the Vivian drama, with tactics more transparent than a wet t-shirt contest for dolphins. For this week's main challenge, the queens had to sell bottled water, which was difficult for some of them considering they'd only previously used it as a mixer. Up first was Blu Hydrangea, who was less thing one and more thing worm. Her concept was basically Kinga, as she was a whore for a bottle. Next was Cheryl Hole, who came dressed as a Junie and with a concept thinner than John Travolta's hairline. She tried to sell her product with her own brand of high energy optimism, not normally displayed out with the nurses of a children's chemo ward. I hope hell has Wi-Fi. Next up was the Vivian, who went from mummy to scummy. Yummy! I am such a f***ing snob. Unlike Thomas Cook flights, her punchlines all landed. Her Scouswife character clearly waterworks. Davina De Campo had more cuts while filming hers than both the NHS and Kelly Osbourne's hair journey. The judges clicked with her viral message as much as my knees do with their early onset arthritis. Finally was Bag of Chips, who presented a Britney Spears marriage. 5 minutes of solid trash. Her filming was more hysterical than a nun having a pregnancy scare, while being as cohesive as my incest-fueled family tree. Baga's advert was less of an advert and more of a porn film for hungry people. Back in the workroom, the drama between Vivian and Davina thankfully subsided as it was starting to feature more low blows than student halls during Freshers Week. And now it's time for the runway. Let's review what everyone dressed as. Davina De Campo came as Georgie and then later revealed to Pennywise. Her outfit was more waterproof than Kristen Stewart's tear ducts, and no one's seen that much black and yellow together since Victims of the Bubonic Plague's fingers. Cheryl Hole came as the underside of a paracetamol package. Her outfit was more reflective than a Chinese warrior singing about cross-dressing, and more cut on the bottom than James Charles at a frat party. Allegedly. Bag of Chips came as a Y2K conspiracy theorist desperate not to let the government hear her thoughts from all the radios they keep inside the pigeons' heads. Her headpiece was as well conceived as the story of Noah's Ark, and her outfit was as sparkly as an M&S Christmas cover. Vivian came as Samara on her wedding day from the 12th sequel, The Engagement Ring. Her hat was cloudier than the future of Brexit, and her dress was as brown and droopy as a bulldog with sun damage. Blu Hydrangea came as the 2019 Whitney Houston tour. And if you think that joke's a stretch, you try keeping it fresh when every second week someone comes out dressed as a hologram. The pink on her outfit popped more than the cysts developed on your feet at a water park, and unlike transgender people in the Olympics, her makeup ran. Cheryl Hole reasserted her emotional maturity by crying about girl bands on the main stage, while the real Cheryl feigned as much empathy as a Samaritan hotline operator waiting to go on their lunch break. The Vivian's God complex grew as she turned water into winds. Unfortunately, Cheryl's watering hole dried up, and next to her, Blue's Clues earned her place in the bottom. The two lip-synced to a Call My Name remix, but in the end, it was a H2 no for Blu Hydrangea, and she was asked to sashay away. When I saw the lineup for Drag Race UK, I had Blu Hydrangea pegged as the winner in my eyes. I thought she was kind of robbed of some of the look-based challenges, but she served nothing short of perfection with every runway she presented, and she gave the comedy challenges a good try too. If you don't already follow Blu Hydrangea on social media, what are you doing with your life? Her Instagram has always been this amazing source of inspiration. She's like a one-woman Pinterest board, and on top of that, she doesn't need to win to get a successful YouTube series, as all of her makeup looks from the runways have been made into tutorials that you can view online. I'll put a link to all of that down below, so make sure you check that out. Blu is also one of the queens in this season I've had the honour of working with, and I'm so happy that the rest of the world is going to get to share that honour soon, so best of luck to you. She's not watching. Oh wow, look at the time! I guess that wraps things up for today. Remember, this is just for fun. Well, you're fun in my unfulfilled kinky sex life. I miss my beard. Anyway, let's keep things positive. What were your favourite moments of the thirstiest episode to date? And who's looking forward to seeing the elimination of Cheryl Hole next week? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. That was a guess, by the way, not a spoiler. Anyway, my name's Lacy Rain, you've been watching Slag Race UK, have a pleasant day, remember to cut out toxic people from your life. Good day!